guys, welcome to another edition of Xco World. In today's edition, we'll be discussing the match review between Nigeria versus Equatorial Guinea. Like you can aware that the Afcon, the African Cup of Nations, have already kick-started. If you don't know, it means you're living under a cave. This is the day 2, and this is the first game in the group. Now, before we talked about the match review, I want to say a very big, massive thank you to all those who have actually watched our video and all our subscribers. I am super grateful, and I am aware that some of the people who actually watched the video are yet to subscribe. Please click the subscription button and also click the bell notification so that you can be notified when I should post other video, because it seems as if the tendency of we bringing more video is coming up, and there are more special content that are actually on the pipeline that I will be releasing very soon, which I think will be very helpful to the fans here. And also I want you to share the video. Now let's talk about the starting lineup that Nigeria make use of, because Nigeria, they are seen as one of the powerhouse of African football, and I think they didn't actually do themselves justice with respect to this game, because the game ended 1-1. They drew the game. Now Wabali was actually in between the posts for Nigeria. Sanusi played as the left back. Ajayi and Ekong, they play at the CB. Then Aina play as the right back. Then Hoyeka play as the DM, and Yusuf and Iwobi, they make up the midfield. Then the attacking phase was between Lukman, Osinhem, and Moses Simon. Now, when I looked at where they were about to show the game, the formation that was actually projected on the screen seems as if Nigeria was making use of 4-3-3. But when I was looking at the game, it seems as if Nigeria was playing a 4-1-4-1 formation, because it seems as if Oyeka was the more defensive midfielder, just trying to serve as the protection between the midfield and the defense. And you could see a very big, massive gap between Osinhem and the midfielder. Now, I want to say this to the coach, Santos Pesero. I don't think you did your match tactics was on point with respect to this game, because if you continue like this against Ivory Coast that you're going to play in the second game, I don't think Nigeria will last beyond the group stage of this competition, because it's been long Nigeria won the competition. That's far back as 2010. I don't think Nigeria will last more, because the game there was no tactics on the game, and I was expecting that since Nigeria have good flank, good wingers in the persons of Lukman and Moses Simon, I was expecting what Nigeria should do is that, and you have the African best player, one of the hottest striker in the world, not just in Africa, in the person of Victor Osimhen. Yes, it's called the equalizing goal. But what I was expecting Nigeria to do is that you tried your best to make sure that you make the feed too wide for Equatorial Guinea, so that you can keep your wingers, since they are very good in 1v1, to have that opportunity of making 1v1. But what I saw that Nigeria was trying to do was trying to beat the midfield. All they will do is that the defenders will hold the ball and they'll just play a very high ball above the midfield, expecting Osimhen to perform magic, and they keep doing that over and over again. And sometimes when I see the crossing coming from the flank, it was not coming with purpose. You just cross the ball and you expect the attackers to just go there and deal with it. No, there need to be a blueprint with respect to the game, because in the 36 minutes, Equatorial Guinea got the goal. Fair play to them. You'd ride your luck yourself, but it was a complete defensive shambles from Nigeria. That was completely unacceptable. You don't do that. Not in today's football. You don't do that. And considering the kind of pedigree that these players they have, you don't make those kind of mistake, for crying out loud. And the goal that Ivan had to score, you could see three defenders in front of him. At first, a player made a mistake. They collected the ball, and the guy was just, yes, in between two players, and he just kicked the ball, hoping that, yes, Ivan Edu will be able to. Yes, there's nothing the keeper could do at that point in time because those defenders, they blocked him. Now, let's talk about what each player did. And in the 38 minutes, it meant Nigeria make the pass. You could see that they got a goal instantly. So if Nigeria actually wanted this game, they would have, because they were playing the game like they were not serious. The body vibe I was getting was not there. And imagine Osinhem missing a glorious chance. You don't do that. And at the end of the towards the tail end of the game, you are just so shocked. Why are these players playing like they are not professionals, like they are amateur? No, you don't do that. There's nothing the keeper could do in the whole of the game. Yes, Haina had a fair claim, and Yusuf, I don't think Sanusi, I don't think Sanusi helped himself, because in the first chance, he had the opportunity, he just looped the ball without any purpose, no direction. I think he had an average game. Yes, Ajayi and Ikong, they really had nothing to really do with respect to the game, because Equatorial gave Nigeria a lot of respect with respect to this game. And Yusuf is one player that really caught my attention. He manned the game very, very well, and I love the way he was trying to distribute the ball, connecting with his players. He did a very, very fantastic job. That's where one player that didn't actually put any foot wrong. I hope that the injury he sustained is not something that will keep him out of the competition for a very long time. Then Moses Simon, he had a very sloppy game. He has a very sloppy game, and he was substituted with Chukwueze better, because it did not really affect the game. Yes, Iwobi was trying to put in some bits and pieces here and there, but I don't really think he had a fair game. And Lukman just did a bit above average. Osinhem, yes, one thing I love about Osinhem, you could see the urgency to always go for every ball. And I think if every of the Nigerian player put in the same kind of urgency with Osinhem, I think they would have been able to raise the bar. But those chances that they missed, it was unacceptable. You don't do that. You're expecting a player of your caliber, your standard. You've set the bar so high, so definitely we're going to judge you with that kind of a standard. And in the second half, there was not really much happening. They were just playing like a group of people that were actually playing the street football. I could not see really any purpose. It seems as, yes, Equatorial Guinea was content getting a point out of the first game, and Nigeria, they were just like, I just hope that they do something reasonable, because if they continue with this kind of performance against a high, because I think they're going to have their backside whipped. So I want your comment with respect to the game, and tell me, who do you think actually exceed your expectation, and what do you expect from this game? Do you think that with this kind of performance that Nigeria has put in, they can be able to go out of the group stage and possibly win the competition? I'll need your comment. Also, subscribe. Come on, let's go.